wish reality were as easy as talking. He grows up but keeps that innocence. That's the instinct God created us with. Mahmoud's dream is to become a pianist.
Is speech the only way to express thoughts and feelings? Descartes, the father of modern philosophy, said, "I think, therefore I am." He didn't say, "I speak, therefore I am." There are many means of communication around us: drawing, music, singing, writing, sports. Even eyes have a language. Each one of us is different. We share many things and differ in many others. The same applies to autistic people who can be similar or different. Since medicine discovered autism 8 decades ago, half of people around us still see it as a mystery. And such people do not try to know anything about autism. Even scientists disagree over it. Some see it as a psychological or neurological disorder, while others consider it a genetic biological problem. Why don't we know a lot about autism? Today, we try to reach them. We are not looking for a cause, a doctor, or a cure. This will be a special mission in which we go to them to find out their thoughts and feelings. Do they live in the moment only? Or do they dream and wish? Do they understand adolescence? What is lying? Or politeness to them? Do they know they are different? We thought it would be enough to get answers even to some of those questions. It's impossible to reach everyone, but it led us to a few of them. A young man living in his 20s, and in his story, a message for every human.
I exactly experienced the entire 5 stages of Kübler-Ross. I experienced every single stage. Starting with denial, I experienced this stage in the sense that I cannot believe that my son has autism. There is nothing wrong with my son. It must be a stage that would pass. You know how mothers might fool themselves. They pretend that there is nothing wrong, then there's the stage of anger. The anger stage involves questions like, why isn't he interacting? Why should Mahmoud be autistic? Even though I never asked myself or God about why I had to go through this.
When I was young, my father used to sing for me in the car. I love you when you speak. I love you when you draw a smile. شو بحبك لما بتحكي ترسم عشفافك ضحكي شو بحبك لما بتبكي بتشكي وعم بتغلغل فيه حبيبي انت الأحلى عمري بقلبك عم بيحلى عطرك سحرك صوتك رسمك صار مني وفيك.
Sometimes I thought about committing suicide. I wished death for me and my son, but my death wouldn't change anything. In the end, my son would be left alone, and that's not what I want for him. When I felt that I was fed up, as they say, I could no longer bear this angry and depressed fate. That's when it started to search for psychological solutions. Thus, I studied psychodrama therapy, because I was convinced that I wouldn't heal. In 1 or 2 sessions, or even in 1 or 2 years, I was convinced I needed to know how to face my feelings and understand my psychological condition throughout my life, because I knew my current situation would continue all the time.
شو حلو حبيبي شو حلو هالقمر شوفوا ما أجمله بس أنا عبالي دلله وحياتي ما حدا بقى يزعله. I don't like hurting anyone.
أوقات الدنيا بتوجعني وساعات بتعاند ويايا لا بخاف وحخاف ازاي يعني دايما مطمن طول ما انت معايا.
During World War II, a psychiatrist was influenced by the power of compassion and resilience in human spirit. In 1969, she introduced a model named after her. about the 5 stages of grief. Through this model, Kübler-Ross wanted to speak out loud about the feelings a person experiences when faced with a shock that shakes their inner peace. The transitional stages in the Kübler-Ross change curve begin with shock, which leads to denial. Then anger takes hold. Then we begin bargaining with ourselves in a one-sided dialogue. We want to escape the crisis without making any effort. Then comes depression and sorrow. Despair and all negative thoughts start to attack at the same time. Acceptance is the beginning of the solution.
And out of love for her son, she feels hatred. She thinks she hates her son, but in fact, that represents in psychology the stage of anger in Kübler-Ross model. She becomes angry with herself because she feels those emotions, which are unfortunately normal. If we had psychological awareness in education, she wouldn't be blaming herself. Once I reached the stage of acceptance, he started to show results that I had been waiting for years of effort. He started to show me those results. I reached a state of acceptance that it's over. I accepted him however he is, whatever progress he makes or doesn't make. That's it. This is my son, and I want to love him just the way he is. And that is the golden key.
I accepted Mahmoud as he is, like any mother who wanted him to lean on her. But what happened was the opposite. Fatin's dreams of Mahmoud graduating from university with a postgraduate degree did not come true. Mahmoud opened a door to his world for her, and he amazed her and made her forget the routine life and the struggle, competition, and racing against time in everything.
I used to be afraid that something might happen to me. And how would Mahmoud eat? He doesn't know how to say, "I want to eat." He wouldn't say, "I'm thirsty. I have to bring him water." But what worries me is his perseverance. Mahmoud has overcome it, thankfully. Thank God, you could say.
Do you consider that the great achievement was by Mahmoud or Fatin?
It was definitely by Mahmoud. We honor mothers in our society, and we see the efforts made. But, unfortunately, we don't understand the value of that effort because they struggle just like we do. They struggle with themselves. It's not something easy for them from the start. It's not easy for them because we are breaking their nature. In fact, I'll tell you more. We are distorting them. We are distorting their nature so that they become like us.
Due to the commonalities within the stories, we went to Niraj, a young boy who is talented in drawing and video games, a boy no older than 12, who speaks, reads, and writes. He has a small home, with a family, school, and friends.
At this time, I don't know nothing about the autism, so I was just thinking why he don't talk. Why he don't talk? Because he was speaking, is eating good, sleeping good. I think when I call him, he don't come. I say, Niraj, he don't look at us, don't come. So one day, when he was 3 years old, with nothing, no speak, he just making sounds like. At this time, I don't know nothing about autism. I know autism only, I know some children with development problem have autism. So when I come back home and I went to the internet, this is something wrong. You never have to go to the internet to check and solve your problem. Oh my God, what only bad things about autism, only, but there I see a picture of my son.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. I would say that, I mean, being in denial is kind of running away, isn't it? It's an indirect way of saying you're running away. if you are in denial. You know, maybe you're in denial because subconsciously you know it's true, but you know, but maybe you're in denial because maybe you don't know what to do, so you panic. And it's definitely Artemia is what woke me up. You know, kind of she would you know bring me back down to earth, saying, you know, this is not going to go away. He's not going to snap out of it. It's not something that there's no medicine that we can just give him and he's going to be okay. And then I would see what she's doing, and that's, you know, then that was like kind of the inspiration to I want to be part of this journey and help where I can. Yeah, that's basically how I transitioned from not doing anything into trying to do something. I see myself as a father to Niraj, not as an autistic child, but as a normal child, which gives me an over-sensing comfort. So it's not, I should do more with Niraj because he's autistic. It's more, I should just do more with him just because he's just another child. So I think now I'm not beating myself up because he's autistic, and I think that's a testament on how far he's come.
When he was 5, we take him to one psychologist, and she told me, "Oh, you have to understand because you will never talk. When he gonna be adult with the mind of the child." He just told me like this. My son is talking now. If you say that for one mother, you take her hope. Yeah, your hope. You need to give hope. You need to say, oh, buy this book, oh, do this, do that, come back here, let's do something. They need to be positive.
I've never had pets. I'm not a huge pet lover, but I did try, and whenever we take him to the park, try and push him towards the dogs in the park. And yeah, he liked them a lot. And now we have cats, so he's you know, plays with them as much as he wants. I did try to play football with him. He doesn't want to play. So then I just kind of revert back to what he's interested in, and because at the end of the day, that's how you maximize engagement with anyone.
The doctor tried to steal her hope, but she failed twice. As a doctor, and as a human, that's what happened to Artemia. She lost herself chasing books and sources for guidance to reach her son. Her mission wasn't easy, and notably, the majority of books written about autism were written by autistic people themselves.
One of the therapists told me we have to make some exercise with him. You put some up with the hot water, no, very hot water. Yeah, one is something like lemon, or do this exercise as many as you can. Okay, show me phone. Good work. Show me cooking. Good work, Niraj. Show me jumping. Good work. Coloring pencil. Good work, Niraj.
She pulled hope out of pain to get her son to read, write, and draw, and express himself, even participate in competitions with others. They are not in their own world. They are in ours.
How did they help Niraj, do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. So when we have games that involve, but mainly, you know, those kind of group games, is definitely you bring them in, and the kids don't know they're doing it. The kids don't know they're helping. For them, they're just playing.
was very difficult, was very depressed in the beginning. And now I see my son, he can talk, he can ask what he wants, he have good behavior outside, he learning many things. I like my son like this, I want him like this, I don't want another son. I don't want a perfect Niraj. He's perfect for me.
They don't know they are different. We are the ones who create the difference. Many realize this truth. Nahed, the mother who wants to help them reach their fullest potential, to discover their skills without differences and bullying.
I am Nahed, a mother before anything else. I built this entire place, dreaming of a space where Ahmed could live, where I could watch him grow. My dreams, like any mother, were very big. Unfortunately, after I started this place, Ahmed's needs were different, and today, Ahmed. What exists in this place? But the place has become for all the Ahmed in this world. I now have more than one Ahmed. I have Ali, I have Khaled. They call me Mom, and my son does not talk. After my long journey with Ahmed, he stayed the same. I was the one who changed. So I wanted to change Ahmed, but Ahmed won't change. Ahmed granted me exponential strength to be the person I am now, capable of helping all these people. I really do not see myself as strong. Is there a greater strength than that? This is Ahmed's strength, although considered as disabled, but they are not weak. They deserve to live. We all have our own kind of disability. The only thing these children fear is losing their parents. They fear because we have become their safety, not the society. The community as a whole must change so that children feel safe. Then comes competition, and comes desire to achieve self-worth. Children do not feel safe. Their safety is us. So we must give our children safety before we ask society to give them safety. A group of young men graduated from our center are now working in government agencies, in Emicor, and some working at Siemens Energy, with very good salary, comparable to university, graduate salaries. These children must have experience and skills so that they can compete in the labor market according to their capabilities.
My name is Andrea, and I'm 18 years old. I consider myself as a kind person. I love helping everyone who seeks help. I enjoy spending time with my family. I believe there is love inside every person. Each person has a beautiful soul within them. How would you describe Mahmoud? He is a kind person and musically talented. He plays the piano and sings, and he is also handsome.
How do you describe Andrea?
She is my friend. I love her very much. She plays the piano and the guitar.
I was studying a major that I love. I was easing my conscience as a mother by studying something that could help my son. We can manage behavior either with reinforcement or punishment. When we know which reinforcement is best for the child, we can use it to teach the child to ask and express themselves. It is not necessary to express by talking, because many autistic do not speak. So we can use pictures, or we can use an iPad to be able to communicate with them, and they can communicate with us. This skill is one of the most important things we teach a child. It's one of the foundational skills we begin with for a child. Honestly, the early stages were the hardest for me. I used to repeat sessions that he learned with the specialist every day. I would reapply the speech sessions with him 4 times a day. I used to repeat them on the same day. At the times when I could not do these sessions, I would repeat them through activities I would do with him at home. So when he became responsive, when he was ready, when he became ready to expose him, experiments to find out what does he like, so we tried to experiments and discover what he liked. We began teaching him the field of computer and software, and we tried exposing him to all fields until we discovered that Mahmoud was excellent at playing piano. He can express himself, his anger, his joy through playing the piano.
What if we were asked to pause for a moment and put on the shoes of this mother or sister or that father or brother just for a moment? What if we realized that one of our children is on the autism spectrum? Everyone we spoke to never wished to switch roles. Instead, they asked of those around them or those they encountered on the street or in the store or the cinema or school, anywhere. They wish to grant these passes by the children with autism a little understanding and a little love.
It pains me to see him grow up, still with that same innocence and childlike nature. Maybe because I'm afraid for him, afraid of his innocence, the purity of his thinking, his unconditional love for people, and his lack of awareness of the evil in this world. The initial phase is exceptionally challenging, initiating them with their first word, the first letter. It's a very challenging stage. It's one of the most challenging stages. The challenge of adulthood is also affected.
And I want to say to the ones who abandon their children, go back to them. They need you. Do not be ashamed of your children. Your son may not be what you dreamed of, but they become something you never dreamed of before. I am really grateful for his presence, no matter what he is. Of course, I wish he does not suffer from autism. I cannot imagine my life without his presence.
What do you want to say to Dad?
I played the piano.
If you want to talk to him but he is away,
I call him.
what do you tell him?
Come. I love playing piano and drawing and sports and swimming.
What do you do in the kitchen?
I make a labneh sandwich.
صعبة في أولها مع بعض أنا وأنت أكيد هنكمل